It's here, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Warner Brothers. It can be found as a standard slipcover edition, available locally and at your online retailers, as well as a Walmart exclusive steelbook. With this being the last film in the DCEU, it's unfortunate that it turned out to be a bit of a step down story-wise overall. You can tell that some creative editing was used due to, well, let's just say reasons, and it felt a bit more like a cartoon visually. I can't say this is one I'll go back to very often, maybe when I'm feeling a little nostalgic about the old DCEU, but it is what it is. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 178:1, finished at a 4K digital intermediate, and supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. Just like the first Aquaman, this 4K disc is outstanding visually. Shot digitally, the picture boasts exceptional clarity, which really bring out even the most minute detail. Close-ups reveal everything: the stray hairs in Aquaman's beard, Black Manta's scarred visage, and moisture-covered faces. Costuming is also showcased extremely well here with staggering depth. The film's palette is every bit as color-infused as the first movie, with a myriad of shades both above and below the surface. Black Manta's red eye beams are fiercely intense, Arthur's orange and green costuming is visually punchy, and that's just a small taste of what Dolby Vision brings to the table. Blue skies are emboldened, the lush green jungle that Arthur and Orm visit, not to mention the underwater highlights of Atlantis that is bursting with color. This is a feast for the eyes that will no doubt please those that enjoy such a presentation. White shows strong stability with no instances of blooming. Black levels are deep, no pun intended, with appropriate night scenes and darker interiors. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio mix, which of course folds down to a Dolby True HD 7.1. There is also, as an option, an English Dolby Digital 5.1, as well as a French and Spanish 5.1 mix. While the visual presentation very much compares or arguably surpasses the first film, the same cannot be said for the Dolby Atmos. I was about an hour or so into The Lost Kingdom when I paused, quickly threw in the first film, and rewatched a few random scenes. Sure enough, the overall audio mix feels like it was nerfed in this 2023 sequel. Height activity is one of the biggest channels to take a hit, as it was significantly less immersive this time around. That's not to say it's wholly absent, it's just that it's more complementary in its delivery as opposed to discrete. When you think of the sheer amount of underwater effects that were just not used, it's a bit of a letdown. More or less the same can be said for the mid-level and rear output. It's modestly immersive, which, if you consider what you are watching on the screen, seems a bit of a miss in that regard. Dialogue is presented clean with no issues to report, even during the heavier action scenes. The LFE is fine, but lacks any knock a book off your shelf kind of heft. Explosions, ocean-based abilities, Manta's eye blasts have a serviceable impact, but ultimately don't leave much of an impression. The long and short of it is that the Atmos here is just missing the demo-worthy presence that made the first film's 4K a powerhouse. This has been something that has plagued the live-action DC films for a number of years now, and it's a shame that this iteration of the DC universe goes out with an audible whimper. On the 4K disc itself, a number of short supplements are found. Most of these featurettes focus on one character or aspect of the production, such as shooting locations, costuming, fight choreography, and history of the comic book counterparts. I didn't find one short that particularly rose itself above the rest. This honestly felt like one big long behind the scenes that was chopped up, which is more than likely what we got. There's about an hour's worth of content here, which should just barely scratch the itch for those that enjoy supplemental material. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A+. This is easily one of the best-looking 4K discs of 2024. The colorful palette bursts off the screen with outstanding visual clarity. If you are someone who enjoys a gorgeous-looking image, you'll certainly find it here. For the audio mix, I scored this one a B-. With every bit of sun, a little rain must fall. Just don't expect to hear it in the high channels, as this is an average at best kind of Atmos. To be fair, it's okay, but once you have heard the first movie's track, this is a lesser substitute. For the extras, I scored them a B+. As far as supplements go, it's an average offering, which is semi-entertaining overall. It's fun seeing the training, location scouting, and costuming for the film, which will give viewers something to chew on if they like extras. So that is my review of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave both an Amazon and a Walmart link in the comments section. If you use them, they really help out the channel. But now I want to hear from you. If you have the 4K disc ready, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.